I'll be walking No, no, no. Yeah. Welcome to Karaoke Live. That was for the YouTube audience. I'm streaming on YouTube. And hello to the live audience. So, my set isn't about voting tonight, but I do want to say the importance of voting. I already voted, so make sure you vote and make up plans to vote. There are resources available at votingrightsalliance.org. So, trigger warning for rape, sexual assault, and homelessness. So, I'm going to be reading first some poems that I wrote when I was 18 and the things I was going through at that time. And the second song is my future self talking to my younger self. So I'm not going to go over my time because I have a little timer here. So, and these poems are short. So this first one is called Why Are You Hurting Me? I'll read the description I wrote back in 2010 when I was 8. Actually, I think this is 2011 when I was 18. This one's pretty self-explanatory. But what inspired it is people blaming me for letting myself be raped. And that maybe if they had a taxi cab, then I would sleep with them too, as if it was a willing occurrence. What inspired this is someone saying that this is what happens to people who make stupid choices. What inspired this was the men out there who are not turned off by me being raped, and actually get angry that I let someone else have sex with me before them, as if I'm some hoe, or as if I had a choice. Word to all the readers, I did not ask to be raped, and I did not let myself be raped. I do not like to be raped. And I hate having to tell or even keep that I've been raped now 3 times by 2 men in 5 months and sexually assaulted more times than I reported. And what inspired this was the most recent rapist laughed and smiled and didn't care. He took something from me and then said he didn't like sex and that he didn't want to have sex either, but he raped me twice and gave no answer. There was no authority to establish, no threat I proposed. Not one word of sex did he ever speak. I trusted him, and no one can answer why. And law enforcement are complete jerks. They see me as just another case, just another number or statistic. They don't believe me, and this case will most likely fail too. But I refuse to go down without a fight. And most of all, what inspired this is why. So this was written on Tuesday, March 22nd, 2011. Taxi driver with a yellow van. When did you devise your cruel plan? And homeless man whose eyes I caught will cause you to sex me whether I wanted it or not. Lying man who for money hustles will possess you to keep me hostage, thrown and pinned with your big black muscles. 2 white men at the beginning of an alley off of West Lombard Street. At 2:30 a.m. your crack calls asking if I was ready rang, but I was thankfully rescued before we could meet. A family I could not destroy, a certain woman's respectable best friend. Why did you touch me there? Another unreported incident. The men whose hands I did not want down my pants, there were 3. Now I must be hardwired with a curse that they can't answer why. Why are you hurting me? So then, this other one is called Fight or Fall, also written in 2011, when I was 18. Thank you. So this is the description I wrote at the time. With the ongoing cases some of you may have heard about, and so many obstacles with the judiciary system leaving me screwed and out of luck, though I heard a message to fight. I wonder how much more I can take before I crumble and fall. P.S. Before family turmoil erupts from my writing, let me just say thank you, Mom, for texting. Love you people I grew up with, my family. I mean no harm, and I know neither do you. So this was written on April 13th, 2011. It's the paranoia that some man will sneak up on me when my back is turned and that I'll be too weak. It's the fear of the unknown every time I walk out the door, wondering if that day I'll be forced to be someone's help. It's knowing you're just a nuisance case to the police. Nah, they don't care. Put you in the back burner until it's too late when I stumble to them in pain and ripped apart, tortured, please. Worst thing in the world, when a boy realizes he's stronger than a girl. Then you can run, bite, fight, beg, and plead. You can cry, struggle, yell, and scream. And then you hear their laughter, mocking the little fighter. No happily ever afters, and you're left being tortured. Go to the cops is what everyone says. But the state's attorney's office denies every case. They arrest the minor things like jaywalking and trespassing. They roll up on those who are innocent but just look guilty, and they ignore you so the rapist goes free. And it's all up to you, but I'm terrified, shaking in my boots. The threats of death, the violence professed, the acts committed, law enforcement fails, 86, good riddance, the things that you're ashamed to tell, and yeah, I want to forgive, would hate if they went to hell. And you freeze up, and your faith keeps you going. Family backs out, they hate the ridiculous drama, eviction without you knowing. And what can I do? It's a give or take situation. So many feelings running through, sadness, anger, aggravation. Just want to see justice served to get back what was taken, but what 2 men took cannot be returned, so I'm left shaken. Dear me, dear God, tell me please, take it all. Tell me now, tell me forever, do I fight or fall? So, thank you. Okay, now to So I posted this yesterday on Facebook, and this kind of describes the song. You know, people talk about rewarding your future self, right? But I'm going to actually reward my past self. That 18-year-old girl who didn't believe unconditional love existed, who was hurt over and over and over, continuously betrayed, who strived day after day on the streets for a better life. She kept trying to honor God and do the right thing, believe in the world's goodness. She wasn't perfect by far, but she tried to always be optimistic. She had to continuously fight urges to take her own life. She had to fight so no one would take her life. Everything she did, she put 100% into it. I've got to be better for her because she deserves a happy ending. She deserves that future she was fighting for before she got lost in the weeds of life. She would be so proud to have what I have now, and it would have been all she ever wanted. So I'm now fighting for my past self, so that everything she went through won't be in vain. It is time that 18-year-old know that life does get better. Okay, now for the song.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm just gonna take it. The jacket symbolized me at 18. This symbolizes me at 30 today. I'm your future self. What? Oh, okay. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. This symbolizes the monsters and the demons and the shadows that 18-year-old me was facing. Can it? Okay, I mean, it's cool. It's good. Yeah. All right. I'm your future self. Take my hand now, little girl. We're heading to the future of your world. I know it's hard right now. I know you're struggling to understand. Feels like the world's trying to tear you down. Any way they can. You're fighting demons and monsters and shadows. Abandonment, harassment, the gallows. Dreams turn to nightmares. Life that seems unfair. Wanting for things to be hallowed. The world is terrifying. Your very soul is crying. It's a fight to survive and you can't see it yet. This is a message from the future to the past. I've come back to let you know I'm fighting for you. Take my hand now, little girl. I'm going to show you the place that you dream about. No one's fighting for you now, but I am. It will take you 12 years, but you'll get there, I assure. It'll be a long, long road, but I came back in time so you would know that though you're fighting demons and monsters and shadows, abandonment, harassment, the gallows, dreams turn to nightmares, life that seems unfair, wanting for things to be hallowed. The world is terrifying. Your very soul is crying. It's a fight to survive and you can't see it yet. This is a message picture to the past
Bible and look.
to let you know
No. Bible and look.
I'm fighting for you. Take my hand now, little girl. Look at the place that's now your home. You'll have a family of your own. They love they said you'll never have. Your God has not forgotten you. It'll get worse, but then it gets better. There will be a light at the end of your tunnel. Your prayers have been answered. You've been taken to a place of peace and rest. And it's not perfect yet, but it's way better than where you've been. And I'm going to fight to make it the best we ever had. You deserve it. You deserve it all. You deserve the good. You don't deserve the fall. I'm going to make your struggle have a happy end. Your alternate universe, away from the hurt, away from all of the pain. Your hope is the work as you do. Don't lose your faith. You get to be normal just like you prayed. God is working it out. Even now while you're fighting demons and monsters and shadows, abandonment, harassment, the gallows. Dreams turn to nightmares, life that seems unfair, wanting for things to be hallowed. While you're fighting demons and monsters and shadows, abandonment, harassment, the gallows. Dreams turn to nightmares, life that seems unfair, wanting for things to be hallowed. While you're fighting demons and monsters and shadows, abandonment, harassment, the gallows. Dreams turn to nightmares, life that seems unfair, wanting for things to be hallowed. The world is terrifying. Your very soul is crying, knowing you can't die and it's a fight to survive. And I just want you to know I'm fighting for you. Someone is fighting for you. Thank you.
That was nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, well.
That's beautiful. That's
All right,
beautiful.
I'll shave Marie. Let's
Yeah, clap, clap. Thank
Sandy.
you, man. Thank you.
Sandy.
That's
Right.
beautiful.